Parents have taken that recommendation to heart. So have a lot of their children, and grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. As we celebrate our first 100 years, Auto Owners Insurance thanks all those who have put their trust in us, and all the generations who will.
Call your Auto Owners Insurance Agency, Tingley Insurance in Effingham, at 342-3637.
This is the MERS Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show. Serving the area since 1935. Your authorized Lennox dealer.
Back in Altamont for the semifinals of the National Trail Conference Tournament. It's St. Anthony and Dieterich. Winner moves into the championship game to take on Altamont tomorrow night at 7:30. The loser will slip to battle North Lake in what should be an excellent third-place game, no matter how this game shakes out.
Yeah, Cumberland in that third-place game, the number one seed. So, you're boy, what a top four it's been, and you could throw North Clay in there too if they had been in here. I would have mentioned them in the same kind of breath. It's just quite a top half of the field, and no matter how this turns out, really looking forward to that championship game tomorrow night and the third place game.
Good news for St. Anthony fans. Freddie Jansen is feeling much better. He is here. He's going to be in the starting lineup. And Cooper Sahe also missed their first game of the tournament with sickness. He is back and ready to contribute off the bench for the Bulldogs, who come into this with a record of 15-7 under head coach Cody Rinker. And they were the 2 seed when the seedings came out. They will take on the 3 seed, the Dieterich Moving Maroons. They're 16-5. Coach Seth Bonoff said his team is all here and all ready to go. As these two teams played to a double overtime matchup at Dieterich. It was towards the beginning of the season. Some changes have been made for each of these teams, but they are here. They are ready to go. And this is a matchup we've been certainly looking forward to ever since they won their opening game.
And that's a big deal for St. Anthony to have all those guys back in their rotation, because even though maybe they don't score a ton of points or anything like that, everybody has to fill a different role, and now you can get everybody what they're comfortable doing and just do things the way you've been doing them most of the year.
Boy, the gym is filled up nicely. There's still a spot or two for you, but you're not going to be able to be too selective, as the Dieterich side of the gymnasium is on their feet. They're the visitors. They're having their starting lineups announced to the crowd, and that will include, at a guard, Gavin French, the 6-foot junior, wears number 1, averages about 2 points a game, did not score in their opener. He'll be joined out there by Brock Niemerg, and I say out there, we also saw him play the post quite a bit in their victory against Windsor Stew-Straws, as Niemerg, the 6'3 senior, wears number 13. He's their leading scorer at 14 points, and it's pretty balanced across the next group, as Bryce Bonoff, the 6'2 sophomore, wears number 15. He had 24 in the win earlier this week. Bonoff averages 11.3 points a ball game, and so does Ezra Cook, a 6'2 junior who wears number 23. Cook had 13 in their victory. And rounding out the starting lineup is Jackson Eisnagel, the 6'2 senior, wears number 24. Eisnagel really never got going in that ball game, but he averages just about 10 points a ball game for the Moving Maroons.
We have seen him get going.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely a possibility.
And he's a 1,000-point scorer, as he came to Dieterich from Mulberry Grove after last basketball season. For the St. Anthony Bulldogs, Cody Rinker's club, again 15-7. They'll start Miles Woloff, their leading scorer at the shooting guard spot. He's a 6'1 junior, wears number 3. He is averaging 14 points a ball game, had 16 in their victory earlier this week. Aiden Laritson, 6'2 senior, wears number 23. Laritson had 19 points. He was really a steady factor in what was a competitive game early in the St. Anthony win. He averages 10 points a game. Freddie Jansen, the 6'3 sophomore, wears number 25. Again, he missed the first game due to sickness against Neota. Jansen averages 4.4 points a ball game. And he's joined out there by Keenan Griffith, the experienced point guard for St. Anthony, the 6'1 senior, number 31, averages 13 points a game, had 7 in their win, as they were really focused on him. They played that triangle too, and South Central really worked well on that early. And Johnny Ganaway rounds out the starting lineup, the 6'4 sophomore, number 32, averages right around 6.5 points a ball game. But those numbers have been coming up and up and up as the season has come along for the sophomore. He had 12 in their win the other day, and Boy, it's going to be a good matchup.
Yeah.
Both teams will use some players off the bench. Like for Cody Rinker, we'll see Blake Verdine, possibly Cooper Sahe and Will Bierman, and maybe Gabe Lumen. For Dieterich, we'll get a look at Gavin Niemerg and Gavin Meinhardt, possibly the Shotman twins as well. Alex and Ben could come off the bench in a competitive game tonight, as we expect it to be, as we are getting set for action in the semifinals.
No reason not to believe it. Dieterich is out there. St. Anthony finishes up their huddle, joins them, and we are ready to go.
Lead official tonight will be Dan Held, joined by Brian Sample and Aaron Lane. It's a big game. It's a big officiating crew
yeah,
here.
That's right.
As Johnny Ganaway is in the center circle, Neal jumping up against Bryce Bonoff. There's the whistle. There's the toss. The tip is eventually won by St. Anthony, as Ganaway and Bonoff both missed it the first time, but then they tap it in backcourt. Does Ganaway to Griffith, and we're underway. He handed it to Waldoff, works it over on the wing. They got it to Griffith. Griffith tried to circle the top of the key against Dietrich's man-to-man. Had to back out, now gets to Waldoff around the screen, rises on a free throw line jumper, and he banks it in. He's got a wry smile on his face as he knew that wasn't the intent, but the 2 points count the same.
I didn't hear him calling banks.
Little trap as Dietrich works it up the sideline. They got it to Bonoff, who was hemmed in between Lauritzen and Waldoff. And Bonoff tried to get out of the double team, but they say he traveled with it right along the sideline in front of the St. Anthony bench.
A quick Dieterich turnover, and St. Anthony with the ball right back.
Waldoff makes a quick move on French, gets to the basket, layup, good. He's left-handed, but he loves to play off the right side, and he got to the rim for a quick 4-0 advantage for St. Anthony.
And he looks like he's ready to go, doesn't he?
Brock Niemerg brings it up the middle of the court. Got into the lane, got crowded, got it out of trouble to French. Now back out top to Brock Niemerg. Back to French, left side. He's open for three. They're daring him to take it. Shots off the mark. Weak side rebounds loose on the floor. Going down to get it with Eisnagel. He flips it out top to Ezra Cook, and Dietrich resets. Bonoff with it on the right side, hounded by Ganaway. He hands it off to Niemerg. Niemerg with it on the right wing. Now picked up by Waldoff as he brought it out top. Looks to the baseline to Bonoff. His cross-court pass is tipped, but it made it to Eisnagel on the left wing. He sends it back out top to Gavin French, who sets the offense again. They work to Bonoff. Fakes the corner three. Defender went flying. Steps around it. Puts up the three. It's no good. Cook in the middle of the lane. Got the rebound. Took it back to the basket. Left the shot short as it was contested. And the rebound's grabbed by the Bulldogs as Griffith brings it up court. Again away to Lauritzen. Lauritzen from the wing. Got it out top to Jansen. Jansen looks to the right side to Waldoff. He's double-teamed. Looks inside for Jansen, cutting to the basket. Shot's no good. Jansen got his own rebound. Looks underneath for Ganaway, and Ganaway will stick it up and in. It's a 6-0 advantage for St. Anthony. 2 minutes into the contest, Dietrich wants to talk. It's a 30-second break. We'll take one as well. You're listening to the NTC Tournament semifinal on Classic Hits 97.9 XFM.
Dietrich Bank is proud to be a sponsor of the NTC Tournament. Good luck to all of our area teams. Dietrich Bank, live for today, bank for tomorrow, member FDIC.
Tom Henderson State Farm Insurance helps people manage the risk of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and help you realize your dreams. Contact Tom Henderson today.
St. Anthony off to the quick 6-0 start with 6:01 showing on the first quarter clock, Dustin.
They look good so far. Dieterich missed a couple of open looks from three-point range. St. Anthony very intense with the defense, and you see that in big games for them.
They pick up full court zone, 1-2-2. Dietrich beats it. They get it across the timeline to Bonoff. Down to Eisnagel. Eisnagel circles it back on the left wing over to Cook. Now back out top. They got it to French to Eisnagel right side. Back out top to French. St. Anthony picks up in the man-to-man now in the half court as French has it on the left wing, bounces it down to Cook. Didn't have room for the three, didn't pull the trigger. They swing it back out top. Around to Eisnagel, now Bonoff right wing. He bounces it on the block to Brock Niemerg. He takes it to the basket, draws the crowd, finds Eisnagel in the corner for the three. It's off the mark, no good, as it hit the heel of the rim, and Lauritzen grabbed the St. Anthony rebound. For Griffith, he got it in the post to Jansen. Back to the cutter, Griffith. Had a little trouble with the catch, but he saves it in bounds with Johnny Ganaway. And Ganaway rises on the jumper from the baseline and makes it 8-0 in favor of St. Anthony.
Yeah, Keenan Griffith saved that play right there. Really good presence of mind to tip that up to a teammate.
Brock Niemerg got it up court to Cook. Cook looks across the lane to Bonoff. Bonoff got tripped up as he had his feet tangled up with a St. Anthony player, and Dan Held will tell us who it was.
That's going to be Griffith picking up his first for the Bulldogs.
4:56 on the first quarter clock. Niemerg looking to get it inbounded. Finally got it to Eisnagel in the corner. Brought it out to the wing on the right side. Now leaves it back with Niemerg. St. Anthony in the man-to-man. Niemerg working on Griffith. Backs into the lane. Got a step. Got in between two St. Anthony defenders. There's a bump and a whistle, and Brock Niemerg's going to try to get the first Dieterich points at the line.
Now, it's going to be Ganaway on the help, as it was Griffith who was the primary defender there, but Ganaway steps over, picks up his first foul. The second one against Griffith would have been big for St. Anthony there.
4:44 on the first quarter clock as the free throw is up for Brock Niemerg. It's good. The senior has the first point of the night for Dieterich.
Well, you just need to see one go down, don't you, if you're Dieterich right now? It's been a rough start to the game, but still right there. You just need to start getting things clicking a little bit.
That free throw off the heel of the rim, no good. Rebound saved in the corner by Ganaway as he had to track it down as he was hassled by Eisnagel. Got rid of it, and Griffith brings it up court as Dieterich picks up in the half-court man-to-man. Griffith from the center circle takes it left wing to Waldorf. Waldorf got a screen out there and swings it over to Jansen, to Griffith in the right corner. Back out top to Jansen, over to Waldorf on the left side of the top of the key. He flips it to the wing to Laritsen. Now right side to the top of the key to Ganaway. Over on the right wing to Griffith. Out top to Jansen. Around to the left side. Waldorf got a step. French recovers. Waldorf kicks it back out top to Jansen, to Laritsen, right wing. Laritsen works to the elbow of the free throw line. Now leaves it out top to Jansen, to Griffith. Griffith from the wing spins, had the ball knocked loose, but recovers and sends it out to Ganaway. Ganaway to Waldorf. Waldorf pulls the trigger on a wing three, and he parries it. He has 7 early, and it's 11-1 in favor of St. Anthony.
Feels like Waldorf said, enough of this. I'm just going to pull the trigger.
Dieterich feeling the pressure as they handle on the right sideline. Eisnagel brought it out to the half-court line, made it past to French, and French had to tiptoe that half-court line. Got it over on the side to Cook. Cook hit Brock Niemerg in the lane. He drives to the left side, got bumped and fouled, and he'll head back to the line for Dieterich.
It's going to be Laritsen this time, who was trying to slide over and defend that one, but given a little bit of ground and picks up his first personal. That's 3 team fouls now for the Bulldogs.
Brock Niemerg settles himself, puts the free throw up. It looks good, and it is. He has both Dieterich points. They trail 11-2, and here's our first substitution of the game.
I'm actually wrong about that. They gave the foul to Freddie Jansen instead of Laritsen.
Checking in is Gavin Meinhardt for Dieterich, as Niemerg puts this free throw up and good. He has his third point of the night, as Meinhardt came in for French. Dieterich picks up in the half-court man-to-man. Laritsen has it on the wing. They get it out top to Jansen, to Griffith. Now they look for the cutter. It's Ganaway on the block. He gets under the basket, sees Laritsen cutting to the hoop, flips it to Aiden, and he lays it up and in right in front of the basket. 13-3 the score with 3:08 to play in the first.
Not a lot going wrong for St. Anthony on either end of the floor right now.
Niemerg across the timeline. Sends it over on the side to Cook. Cook down in the corner to Eisnagel. Had it knocked away from behind by Ganaway. Picked up by Griffith. He drives up court. Had his shot blocked right at the rim by a hustling Bonoff. But the rebound's picked up by St. Anthony. Griffith resets, sends it to Waldorf. Another wing three. Another made bucket. Miles Waldorf off to the quickest it starts. He has 10. St. Anthony has a 16-3 advantage with 2:43 to play in the first quarter. And we've got another timeout taken by Dieterich. We'll take a full timeout as well, as it's 16-3. St. Anthony leads Dieterich here on Classic Hits 97.9 XFM.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a vehicle that works for you. Check out Northside Ford's selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs today. It's NTC Tourney Week, and Tingley Insurance in downtown Effingham wishes players fast breaks, jump shots, and lots of rebounds. Tingley Insurance, a proud supporter of high school basketball.
Spring registration is underway at Lakeland College. Apply today and prepare for a career or gain a new skill. Flexible schedules with in-person and online classes. Lakeland College. Education that fits your life.
VP Fire and Security wishes all the schools good luck at the tournament. Let us help keep your family safe and your business protected by providing a customized fire and security system. Play hard, stay safe.
St. Anthony's pushed ahead by 13 with 2:43 to play in the first quarter, and Coach Bonoff just had to take another timeout.
Well, you look at the way the Bulldogs are playing right now, and you wonder how they've ever lost a game. They are just clicking right now and really creating a lot of first-quarter space.
At the zone look this time, a 2-3 appearance for St. Anthony, but they really extend that on the perimeter. Dieterich's made a substitution as Alex Schottman is in the game. Brock Niemerg drives into the middle of the defense, left it underneath with Bonoff. His shot at the bucket, no good. St. Anthony, though, touched the rebound last as it went out of bounds along the baseline.
And they're letting them play under the basket, too. But I'd say both ends of the floor, it's been pretty consistent there.
Schottman's looking to get the ball inbounded, finds Cook on the right wing. Picked up by Lauritzen. He backs away and now fires it across to Schottman. In the corner, they go to Bonoff on the left side. He brings it out to the wing, hands it to Brock Niemerg. Niemerg working against Griffith. Tries to get in the paint, nothing doing. Wants to hit Cook, and on cut to the basket. He couldn't handle it clean. St. Anthony got a hand on it, but Cook recovers out in the corner. He got it to Schottman on the wing. Schottman then tried to hand it to Cook, and there's a reach and a foul as Lauritzen went through Cook to try to get to that ball.
Yeah, that's the problem. Aiden's a little upset about it, but he just didn't have the lane to the basketball, and there was definitely a bump there. He picks up his first, and the team score.
St. Anthony making substitutions. Blake Verdine, the 5'10 freshman who got the start the other day with the sickness with Jansen, comes in to replace Jansen. Also, Big Gabe Lumen, the 6'7 junior, checks in for St. Anthony as Ganaway gets a breather. Just under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. St. Anthony leads 16-3. Dieterich with the ball. They've got it with Niemerg in the corner, looking over the zone. Shuffles it inside to Cook. It's off his fingertips, but Eisnagel was there to recover. Got it out to Schottman, now to Niemerg. He's picked up his dribble on the left wing. Hands it back out to Cook.
I mean, there's nothing there for him. St. Anthony is just defending 4 feet out beyond the arc.
Schottman to Brock Niemerg. He loads up a three from the left wing from a foot or two beyond the arc. No good. Rebound grabbed by Griffith. He brings it up court himself to Lauritzen to Verdine. Verdine sends it out top to Lumen, who's challenged out there by Brock Niemerg. As Lumen made the catch, Niemerg got him on the arm.
First foul of the game for the Maroons. That one goes against Niemerg.
It'll be St. Anthony to inbounds from the sideline with 1:20 showing on the first quarter clock as Griffith puts it in backcourt to the freshman Blake Verdine. He matches up with Schottman, the sophomore from Dieterich. They get it high post to Lumen. A couple of dribbles to the top of the key. Hands it to Griffith. Griffith stops, pops for a three, left it short. Brock Niemerg grabs the rebound. He runs it up court for defense. Looks to Bonoff. Bonoff takes it to the left side. Lumen was back defensively to challenge the shot. Bonoff's shot no good, but a rebound for Brock Niemerg. He puts it up and in at the bucket. He has all 5 for Dieterich. They trail, though, 16-5.
That's their first field goal under a minute to go in the first quarter.
47 seconds on the clock as Griffith has it in the corner. Brings it back out top. Dieterich in the man-to-man. As Waldorf has it on the wing. He's going to take it to the baseline. Now spins, gets it out to Lumen. Gabe fires it over to Lauritzen. Now to Griffith, who takes the left baseline. Drew a double team. Tried to get it out on the wing to Lauritzen. Pass was off the target. But Lauritzen tracked it down right at the timeline to save the possession. Bulldogs reset. Griffith comes to get it. They set him a little screen. He looks out top now for Verdine. 18 seconds on the clock. Working against Schottman. Got into the lane. Looks underneath for Lumen. He turns, puts the shot up and in. Gabe Lumen connects for his first 2 points. And with 8 seconds left, it's 18-5. Niemerg runs across the timeline. Gets into the lane. Gets bumped on a shot with 3.5 seconds left. And Brock Niemerg heads back to the line, trying to get Dieterich a little closer before this quarter comes to a close.
That was a great feed from Verdine to Lumen on this end of the floor, but Dieterich attacking the basket, getting to the free throw line, that's been as effective as anything offensively for them, and it's been all Brock Niemerg shooting his 5th and 6th free throws of the night.
He has his 6th point, as that one's up and good. He's got all the points for Dieterich, and now they trail by 12. 3.5 seconds to play here in the first quarter as Niemerg hits that as well.
Lumen got that foul, by the way, his first personal 5 for the Bulldogs.
Lauritzen got it to Waldorf. Waldorf launches it from 3. It hit the backboard and then the rim. It was pretty much on line, but it was just a little strong as the quarter comes to a close. After one period of action, it's St. Anthony 18, Dieterich 7. High school basketball in the NTC tournament on Classic Hits 97.9 XFM.
VP Fire and Security wishes all the schools good luck at the tournament. Let us help keep your family safe and your business protected by providing a customized fire and security system. Play hard, stay safe.
Come see all the new and exciting Chevrolet and Toyota vehicles here at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or shop and buy 24/7 at danheck.com.
For over 30 years, SPS has been providing care to the surrounding area. Specializing in around-the-clock and hourly care, we focus on in-home and nursing home care. Call Mitchell or Sherry today at 217-690-3240.
Good luck to all our area teams. From Air Evac 28 of Effingham, when seconds count, we're proud to stand with our community, committed to bringing life-saving emergency critical care transport to rural Americans. Stay safe and play hard.
18-7 after one quarter. Dustin has the stats as St. Anthony has the lead.
Stats couldn't be more different. St. Anthony 8 of 11 from the field, hasn't shot a free throw, 2 out of 3 from three-point range. Dieterich 1 of 8 from the field, 5 out of 6 at the line, 0 for 4 on its threes. St. Anthony with a 6-5 rebounding edge. Bulldogs did not turn it over in the first quarter. Dieterich had a couple.
Dieterich inbounded in backcourt. They hassled Brock Niemerg, but he did get it across the line. Now St. Anthony settles in the zone defensively. Niemerg from the wing, got it inside to Cook, out to Shotman. He drives into the lane from the top of the key, left the shot short, rebound for Cook, right at the basket, and he couldn't get it to go. Rebound grabbed out of there this time by St. Anthony's Ganaway. They swing it around the perimeter. Dieterich in the man-to-man in the half court. They get it out top to Freddie Jansen. Jansen to Waldorf on the right wing. Actually, he's on the left wing for St. Anthony.
All right, they're left.
Waldorf has it again. Now brings it to the top of the key. Leaves it with Jansen to the right side to Griffith. Griffith holds on the wing, gets it out top to Ganaway. Ganaway left wing Verdine. Spot the lane to the basket. Help defense cuts him off. Spins, gets it back out to Ganaway. To Jansen. To Waldorf. Files around the screen. Got to the top of the key. Double team. Looks inside for Jansen. Shot inside is blocked. Great recovery by Cook to block the ball, get the rebound, and leave it ahead to Bonoff. St. Anthony's back defensively, though. Dieterich looks into the lane for Cook. Across to Eisnagel. Right side, top of the key. Three, no good. Rebound grabbed by Ganaway. Outlet to Waldorf. He's pushing it up the middle of the court. Now flips it on the wing to Griffith. He'll fire the three. It's good. Keenan Griffith gets into the scoring column. He has his third 3 points, and it's 21-7, a 14-point edge for St. Anthony, their largest lead. Across the timeline, it's Dieterich against the pressure. Alex Schottman now at the center circle is double teamed, but he got it to Brock Niemerg, top of the key. Brock put the dribble down, got tripped up as he went into the lane, but saves it out to a teammate as Schottman grabs it on the left wing.
There are like 7 St. Anthony kids out there playing defense right now.
Schottman, a nice pass to the low block to Bonoff. Bonoff, though, tried to make a move, lost the handle, and then tried to save it, but got out of bounds on the baseline for a turnover.
Lauritsen comes into the game. Waldorf takes a seat, and so Lauritsen missed the first couple of minutes of that quarter, and he'd bring some energy in there. I mean, not that Waldorf wasn't, but boy, he's been intense.
And Lauritsen always plays with energy, whether he's out of gas or not. 6 minutes on the clock as they work it into Verdine. He's posted up on Schottman, turns on the left side, put a shot up, left it short. Took the rebound. Brock Niemerg brings it up the right side, all the way into the lane. Tried to scoop up a shot with the left hand as Ganaway was there to challenge. He left it short. Rebound Griffith. Griffith got his feet tangled up with Brock Niemerg, fell down right at the center circle, but rolled it across the timeline to Lauritsen. St. Anthony swings it around the perimeter to Verdine. Verdine looks out top to Griffith. 5:22 on the clock in the second quarter as they get it to Verdine. Left wing, got his man to buy on the fake. Now drives in the lane for a runner, and it's off the heel of the rim, no good. Rebound Brock Niemerg ahead to Bonoff. Bonoff takes it off the right side, takes it strong to the hoop. It's off the glass, it rattles around and comes out, no good. Aiden Lauritsen grabs the rebound, and the opportunities that Dieterich gets, they're just not capitalizing on now.
0 for 5 from the field this quarter, and most of those looks have been right around the rim.
Verdine to Griffith. Griffith right side of the top of the key three. He hits again. Keenan Griffith with 6, and it's 24-7. I feel confident to say nobody expected this in a first part of this semifinal.
Well, that's the way it went down the first time they played.
Ball out top, made it to Brock Niemerg. Niemerg from the lane, tried to pass it out to the wing. It was backhanded out of bounds off of St. Anthony.
I mean, everything was contested. I don't care what you're trying to do out there. There is a Bulldog that is keeping you from doing it smoothly.
Changes for Dieterich as Gavin Niemerg, number 2, I believe, is making his first appearance of the ball game. Gavin Meinhardt returns. Inbounds from the baseline, read by Verdine. He knocks it away, picks it up. Got it ahead to Waldorf. Waldorf in the lane, got his shot blocked. Recovered, shot again, had that one affected. Then Dieterich grabbed the board, and then he got fouled.
Freddie Jansen's got his second foul, first of the quarter for the Bulldogs. They'll bring Gabe Lumen into the game. Jansen has the seat.
4:28 on the second quarter clock. It's 24-7. St. Anthony with the lead. Dieterich with the ball. Dieterich hasn't scored yet this quarter as Niemerg pushes it in the corner to Eisnagel. On the left side, brings it back out top. Handling there is Niemerg. That's Gavin Niemerg to Brock Niemerg on the wing. Back out top to Gavin. Gavin works to the left side of the top of the key and hands it off to Brock Niemerg. Brock directs some traffic. Got it out top to Eisnagel. Now high post to Bonoff. Bonoff works it over to Gavin Niemerg. He took it to the right wing. Out top to Bonoff. Bonoff back to Gavin Niemerg. He's way out on the right side. Sees a double team coming. Got it to the post to Meinhardt. Meinhardt tried to throw it out top. There's another steal for the freshman Verdine. 3 turnovers here this quarter for Dieterich. 3:47 on the clock as they work it into the corner to Ganaway. 3 from the wing, no good. But Gabe Lumen has the weak side rebound, and Gabe sticks it up and in. He has 4 tonight, making it 26-7. 3:35 on the clock, and as Dieterich brought it to the timeline, another 30-second timeout coming from Brent Bonoff as he wants to talk it over. It's St. Anthony 26, Dieterich 7. Semifinals of the NTC tournament on Classic Hits 97.9 XFM.
VP Fire and Security wishes all the schools good luck at the tournament. Let us help keep your family safe and your business protected by providing a customized fire and security system. Play hard, stay safe.
Come see all the new and exciting Chevrolet and Toyota vehicles here at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or shop and buy 24/7 at danheck.com.
For over 30 years, SPS
Can't help but be impressed with the start St. Anthony's had in this ball game. It's 26-7 with 3:35 to play in the second quarter.
I don't know. I just feel like I repeat myself, but what else are you supposed to do? I mean, just a swarming defense. Nothing coming easy for Dieterich, and they burned 3 timeouts in this game just trying to figure out some kind of an answer.
It's a zone defense in the half court, but they really challenge everywhere as Brock Niemerg flips it over on the side to Gavin Niemerg. He launches a 3. It's well short. Gavin Meinhardt had the rebound, but Waldorf stepped in front of the outlet pass as they push it up towards the Lauritzen. He lays it up and in between 2 district defenders, and one of them pushed him, and Aiden Lauritsen's going to go to the free throw line to try to convert a 3-point play.
That foul belongs to Jackson Eisnagel. 1 for him, 1 for the Maroons this quarter. But
sitting down is Gavin Meinhardt and Gavin Niemerg as Dieterich has gone back with their starting 5. 3:17 to play in the second quarter. Lauritsen's free throw is up. It's bouncing around, and it drops in. Everything going St. Anthony way as Lauritzen has 5.
It is something else to watch how this is going right now.
29-7, 3:13 on the clock. A little pressure. They get it to Cook in the middle. He takes it right to the basket. Challenge there by Lumen. Cook goes flying. The shot goes flying. It's no good. Rebound St. Anthony. Griffith got it up court to Lauritsen. Lauritsen got it to Lumen before he fell down. Lumen from the lane sent it out to Ganaway. Ganaway was flashing into the paint. Kind of flipped it over behind his head, thinking Lauritsen was going to still be where he was, but Lauritsen started to move to the corner. And boy, the ball sailed out of bounds for the first turnover of the quarter for St. Anthony.
Of the game.
Of the game. Wow.
3 minutes to go in this half.
As Dieterich struggles in the corner up court, but they get it back out to Brock Niemerg, over across to Gavin French. French puts the dribble down, matched up with Waldorf, out of the zone on the right wing. As he gets it now to Cook. Cook on the right side has it stripped. Waldorf and Lauritsen come away with it ahead to Griffith. Griffith fires it across the lane at the back end to Waldorf, and Waldorf lays it up and in. He has 12, and it's 31-7. St. Anthony putting on a clinic here in the semifinals at the NTC tournament.
Yeah, they can sell tape to this game for, you know what I'm saying?
Brock Niemer gets into the middle of the lane after it was passed to him. He spun toward the basket, faked the shot, got the defender to lean on him a little, and then as he tried to put one up, he's bumped and fouled. Brock Niemer, the only player to score for Dieterich tonight, with 2:15 left in the second quarter, is back at the free throw line.
Yeah, they have got one field goal in this game. So even of his 7 points, 5 of them have been at the free throw line, make it 6 of 8 now. They're 0 for 7 from the floor here in the second quarter. So 2:15 to go in the second period, one field goal for Dieterich.
St. Anthony loses a little bit of size as Gabe Lumen comes off and Blake Verdine replaces him.
Yeah, Lumen picking up his second foul.
Free throw up, rattles out, no good for Niemerg this time as Brock went 1 for 2, and the rebound to Aiden Lauritzen for St. Anthony. Dieterich picks up in the half court, man-to-man, as Verdine sets it up, finds Griffith, corner 3 on the way, that one's short. And the rebound is tapped by Bonoff and controlled by Niemerg, as Bonoff was afraid he was going to head out of bounds with it. He got it to a teammate, and then Niemerg got it ahead to French. French works it down to Eisnagel. He's on the wing, picked up his dribble on the right side. Now leaves it with Brock Niemerg, who asked for a screen from Cook. Lost the handle out top, but he did manage to bounce it off of Lauritzen, and it goes out of bounds into Dieterich's bench.
Yeah, well, I mean, you turn around and there's Aiden Lauritzen knocking the basketball away from you. Again, it just feels like St. Anthony's got 6 or 7 kids out there the way they're swarming.
Inbounds across the timeline to Cook. He's double-teamed, but he got it away to Bonoff. Back to Cook right side. Double-teamed again out of that zone, and he gets it out top to Bonoff. Bonoff from the right wing, drives, now spins, gets it out to the center circle to French. French to Bonoff on the side to Brock Niemerg. He fires a 3 from the corner. It's good. Brock Niemerg with 11 makes it 31-11 with 1:18 on the clock. Second quarter action as Griffith gets it out top to Ganaway, over to Waldorf. Does he have a 3 for the answer? It's off the rim, no good. But a weak side rebound for Griffin as Keenan Griffin resets it out to Verdine. Verdine challenged by Brock Niemerg out there, dribbled the ball off his foot. It's the second St. Anthony turnover with 1:02 to play in the second quarter. 31-11, a 20-point lead for St. Anthony as Dieterich brings it across the timeline. Niemerg double-teamed on the wing, looks under the basket, found Cook. Cook looks to the cutter Eisnagel in the lane. Shot off the heel of the rim, no good. Rebound Ganaway, and again, Dieterich was in close but couldn't convert.
Yeah, high off the glass for Eisnagel there. So no finish. Ganaway with a half dozen rebounds.
Griffith spreads the court, backs out to now at the center circle, working on Cook. Got it over to Lauritzen, 30 seconds left. Coach Cody Rakers directing traffic from the sideline. Probably holding for one unless they just get a good one. But St. Anthony tends to shoot with 7 or 8 seconds left, unlike other teams that wait a little longer sometimes.
Give you the chance for that second opportunity if the first one doesn't go.
Griffith is double-teamed out top, but he got it to Verdine at the top of the key to Lauritzen. Now 7 seconds. Griffith crosses over, tries to get into the lane, spots the lane to the basket. Runner is up, no good with 2 seconds on the clock. Loose ball rebound grabbed by Cook as the quarter comes to a close. After one half of action, St. Anthony 31, Dieterich 11. You're listening to the semifinals of the 90th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament on 97.9 XFM.
Guessing games can be fun.
For over 30 years, SPS has been providing care to the surrounding area. Specializing in around-the-clock and hourly care, we focus on in-home and nursing home care. Call Mitchell or Sherry today at 217-690-3240.
Good luck to all our area teams. From Air Evac 28 of Effingham, when seconds count, we're proud to stand with our community, committed to bringing life-saving emergency critical care transport to rural Americans. Stay safe and play hard.
Since 1937, Geckner Brothers has been proud to support local and area teams, and that continues with this year's NTC tournament. Best of Success area teams from the family at Geckner Brothers.
Life's little moments just got sweeter with cashback checking from Washington Savings Bank. Earn cash back on everyday debit card purchases because treating yourself or your loved ones should be easy.
Cold outside? At McMahon Meats, we have a convenient drive-up window so you can stay in your warm car while we do the shopping. Call ahead at 217-813-6054. Good luck, area teams, in the tournament.
Hi, this is Kathy from Barlow Lock and Security. Secure your home or business with a customized system from us. Good luck, area teams, in the tournament.
The attorneys and staff of Taylor Law Offices welcome the teams and players to the National Trail Conference Boys Basketball Tournament. Taylor Law Offices hopes that everyone enjoys the competition.
Get ready for tournament time. T-Topolis State Bank is proud to support local basketball and our hometown teams. With convenient locations in Effingham, T-Topolis, and Sigel, we're cheering with you every step of the way. T-Topolis State Bank, equal housing.
This is the Compass Advisory Group Halftime Show. 30 years of experience helping clients grow and protect their wealth. Call Kirk Strohmeyer at 217-347-9697. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Osaic Wealth Incorporated. Member FINRA SIPC.
The Altamont drum line entertaining the crowd here at halftime. It is St. Anthony putting on a clinic in the first half. They lead this one 31-11 over Dieterich in this semifinal matchup of the 2 and the 3 seed. The winner will move on to Saturday night's championship game to take on Altamont, and that comes your way at 7:30. We'll go on the air around 7:15 with the pregame show for that National Trail Conference Tournament Championship game. Meanwhile, Dustin's been working on some numbers, and he has them ready for us.
I got all of it for you, Matt. St. Anthony, 54% shooting in the first half, 13 out of 24 from the field. Bulldogs made the only free throw they shot and went 4 for 8 from three-point range, so exactly 50% there. Dieterich, 2 of 17 from the field, 11.8%, 6 of 8 at the free throw line, 75%, and 1 of 7 on their three-pointers, 14.2%. Bulldogs with a slight 15-13 rebounding edge, but they've turned it over just 2 times tonight, both of those in the second quarter, while Dieterich has committed 7 turnovers, 5 of them in the second quarter. For the Moving Maroons individually, the only person to score at halftime is Brock Niemerg. He has all 11 of Dieterich's points. He's 2 of 4 from the field, 1 out of 2 on the three-pointers, and 6 of 8 from the free throw line. He also has 4 rebounds. Gavin French is 0 for 1 from the field. That was a three-pointer. Bryce Bonoff is 0 for 4. He has missed 1 three-pointer. Ezra Cook 0 for 3 with 5 rebounds. Jackson Eisnagel 0 for 3 with a couple of missed three-pointers. Gavin Niemerg has missed a three-pointer. He's 0 for 1. Alex Schottman is 0 for 1. That was from two-point range. And Gavin Meinhardt has a rebound but has not attempted a shot. So, again, Brock Niemerg is the entirety of the Dieterich offense here at the halftime break. For St. Anthony, a much different story. Miles Waldoff has 12 points to lead the way. 10 of those in the first quarter. He didn't miss a shot in the first quarter. He's 5 out of 7 overall, 2 out of 3 on his three-pointers, so a dozen for that young man. And then 6 points for Keenan Griffith, a couple of three-pointers in the second quarter. He's 2 of 6 from the field, 2 out of 4 from three-point range, with 4 rebounds and 3 assists. Johnny Ganaway with 4 points on 2 of 3 shooting. He missed a three-pointer. That's the only shot he has missed. He leads all players with 6 rebounds, and he's got 3 assists of his own. Aiden Lauritzen, 5 points on 2 of 2 shooting from the field. Made the only free throw he took, so he hasn't missed a shot yet. 5 points to go with 3 rebounds. And then 4 points off the bench for Gabe Lumen. He is 2 for 2 from the field with an offensive rebound. 0 for 2 from the field was Freddie Jansen. He's got a rebound and an assist. He hasn't scored yet. And Blake Verdine, 0 for 2 from the field. He hasn't scored yet, but he does have 2 assists. St. Anthony's quarters of 18 and 13 for its 31 points. And then Brock Niemerg with quarters of 7 and 4 points for Dieterich's 11. It is a 20-point St. Anthony lead as the number 2 seed has control over the number 3 seed here at halftime at Outlaw, Matt.
Thank you very much, Dustin. We appreciate your work with the numbers. We're going to take a 90-second break and come back with scores from the area real quick and get you set for the second half here on Class Again, 97.9 XFM.
Hi, I'm Lauren Meinhardt, a certified financial planner with Smith Moore. If you're looking for a smart way to save for retirement, a Roth IRA could be your answer. With a Roth, your money goes tax-free, and when it's time to retire, your withdrawals can be tax-free.
Every pass, every play, every moment, powered by speed you can trust. American Fiber Network, your local internet service provider, proudly supporting area schools and wishing all the teams the best of luck this week. Call them today, 217-367-1578.
While the action heats up on the court, take a charge against pests driving into your home. Arab Termite and Pest Control keeps the defense up to protect your investment from any unwanted pests all season long. See a bug? Call Arab. Protecting your home is always a slam dunk.
Thanks for watching the NTC Tournament. Provided by Premier Broadcasting, 97.9 XFM and KJ Country 102.3.
Dieterich Bank is proud to be a sponsor of the NTC tournament. Good luck to all of our area teams. Dieterich Bank, live for today, bank for tomorrow, member FDIC.
Tom Henderson State Farm Insurance helps people manage the risk of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and help you realize your dreams. Contact Tom Henderson today.
We are back at Altamont at the half, 31-11. St. Anthony leads Dieterich in this semifinal matchup of the NTC tournament. Let's turn to Gail for some scores quickly from around the area. Gail?
All right, let's run down these real quick. In non-conference play, Effingham is leading Charleston at Charleston 39-34 after 3 quarters of play. It's Teutopolis leading Breeze Mater Dei at halftime. It's T-Town 33, Breeze Mater Dei 16. A final, Mattoon defeated Mount Zion tonight 72-49 on that final. And in the Class 8 3A Robinson Nuttall Regional and Junior High Boys Basketball, we do have a champion. Teutopolis defeated Robinson Nuttall for the championship. It was T-Town 38, Robinson Nuttall 31.
Thank you very much, Gail. We appreciate your work back at the studios, passing those scores along here at the National Trail Tournament. It was a victory in our opener on the night for Windsor Stew Straws, and boy, they came out and looked impressive tonight against South Central, as Windsor Stew Straws got the victory in that one by a score of 76-42. That puts them in the consolation championship against North Clay tomorrow at around 1 o'clock. The first game, though, will be Neoga and South Central at 11:30. And that'll be followed up by the third place game. Cumberland awaits the loser of this contest. And Altamont then at 7:30 awaits the winner in the championship game of the 90th annual NTC tournament tomorrow night. And, of course, we'll have all 4 games for you on Classic Hits 97.9 XFM, as well as our YouTube channel with the live video stream. Caleb and Liz lets us know we have over 600 viewers once again tonight, as we appreciate everybody taking in the NTC tournament in person, over the radio, or viewing on the live stream.
Well, remember, we had that fun fact from Kurt Becker that if Dieterich were to win this one, it would be the first time since 1979 that the championship game at this tournament would not feature one of the top 2 seeds. Well, St. Anthony seems to have its sights set on making sure that the next one doesn't happen in 2026, because they are controlling this game. That was number 3 Stew Straws beating number 4 Neoga 69-63 in that 1979 NTC tournament championship game. So we thank Kurt for passing that along to us. And I don't know. Bulldogs have other ideas here. They played a nearly perfect first half, and they've got the ball to start the second.
Dietrich's open for a roll reversal in the second half. It's St. Anthony ball to begin, as it's man-to-man for Dieterich. They go high post to Freddie Jansen. Open on the block with Griffith. He made the catch, got his shot blocked, got his own rebound, put up another one, and got fouled on that one. So it was an interesting set that got Griffith wide open right under the basket. And Bonoff blocked the first one. Griffith grabbed the rebound, went at him again, and then there was a foul whistled against Dieterich.
Yeah, it's actually the second time that Bryce Bonoff has blocked Griffith tonight. I've gotten the impression that they're buddies off the court, getting after it down there on that play, and on the second opportunity, Bonoff picked up his first foul, and Griffith makes the first of 2 free throws.
It was 7:47 on the third quarter clock. Lead goes from 31 to 32, and now 33 as Griffith hit them both. The 6'1 senior has 8 for St. Anthony, and they're up 22. They're applying some full court. Had a 1-2-2 look as Dieterich got it across the timeline. Eisnagel trapped down in the corner. Jump pass, got it away to Gavin French. The starters on the court for both teams here in the second half as Bonoff has it on the left wing. Back to Cook, back to French, back to Cook out top. High post to Brock Niemerg. He fakes the pass to the wing, now hits the cutter Cook, heading to the left side of the bucket. Gets between 2 St. Anthony defenders, puts up a tough shot, no good. Wrestles the rebound loose, and it's out of bounds off of St. Anthony as Ganaway touched it last before Brock Niemerg could save it for Dieterich. But Dieterich will have it to inbound.
But the Bulldogs do a good job of staying home. Once Cook gets that penetration, they just stay straight up, and they've got the length that if you have to try to get that over them, it's still a tough look.
Inbounds to Bonoff, back to Brock Niemerg in the corner for 3. It's off the rim, no good. I believe it was Jansen that grabbed the rebound. Cleared it to Griffith, ahead to Laritson. Laritson with 7 minutes on the third quarter clock goes to Ganaway left wing. Bounces it back out to Laritson, across to Griffith. Griffith working on Bonoff. And Anthony in no hurry as Griffith moves from the center circle, leaves it with Waldoff over to Laritson. They lead by 22 with 6:45 on the third quarter clock as they hand it to Jansen. Jansen top the key, left to the cutter. That's Waldoff. He goes down the left side of the lane, gets to the bucket, lays it up and in.
Boy, he has been so good tonight.
He has 14, and it's 35-11. That's the largest lead of the night for St. Anthony.
I mean, you get the idea that Waldoff is never short of confidence, and tonight especially.
Pressure in backcourt, knocking the ball loose. Everybody let it go out of bounds, and it's last touched by Dieterich down in the corner as that all started before the timeline.
Yeah.
And St. Anthony just is relentless on the defensive end tonight.
Yeah, first turnover of the quarter, obviously. 8th of the game for Dieterich.
Griffith across the timeline for the Bulldogs. 6:10 on the third quarter clock as he moves to the left side of the top of the key. Now leaves it with Jansen out top, who hands to Laritson. Laritson curls down the right side of the lane, forces up a shot. Good defense there from Eisnagel. Shot is long. Rebound Bonoff. Outlet ahead to Brock Niemerg. Hassled on his shot on the left side. He goes flying out of bounds. Looks like he's going to be all right as his teammate picks him up, Gavin French. But Brock Niemerg goes back to the free throw line for Dieterich.
Ganaway picking up the second foul of the night for him. St. Anthony's first of the quarter, and one thing that has been consistent for Dieterich is Brock Niemerg finding his way to the free throw line. He's about ready to shoot his 9th and 10th from the stripe tonight.
Free throw up and good. He has 12 points in the ball game. He has all the Dieterich points just over 2 minutes into the third quarter.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Niemerg gets the ball from the official, puts this one up. It rims around, drops through. He has 13. Dietrich's going to apply some pressure. They got to do something.
Yeah.
As Griffith took the inbound, left it with Waldoff. He ran it up court to Jansen in the right corner. Back out to Waldoff on the wing. Puts the dribble down, got to the baseline, rises on the jumper. It's good. Miles Waldoff with 16, makes it 37-13 with 5:35 on the third quarter clock.
I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. It's a tough shot. He swishes it from the baseline.
Dieterich plays catch and backcourt, working against the pressure. They get it across to Cook, now to Bonoff. Bonoff weaves into the lane, tough fadeaway jumper. It's no good. Cook, a weak side rebound, leans in, shot is good, but the officials check with one another. They agree it's a charge as Laritson took the hit under the basket.
Second turnover of the quarter for the moving Maroons. That's Cook's first foul.
And we've got a substitution here for Dieterich. Gavin Niemerg is in. Gavin French is out for the Maroons, who pick up full court man-to-man. Inbounds goes to Griffith. Griffith is going to get double-teamed. Saw it coming. Fires it ahead to Laritson, who crosses the timeline. Looks in the left corner to Jansen. Goes in the block to Ganaway. As Ganaway moved towards the basket, he was fouled. Ganaway setting up at the free throw line, but they are going to say the foul occurred before a shot attempt.
Cook's going to get another one as he reached in from behind and swatted that one across the arm. 2 quick ones for Ezra. 3 team fouls for the Maroons.
Inbounds to the right side of the lane for Laritson. Shot underneath, no good, but Griffith grabs the rebound. Keenan brings it back out. Now bounces it to Waldorf. Fakes the three. Another defender came over to help, so Waldorf got it out top to Griffith. Keenan backs away. Now tries to get a step on the defender. Looks for Waldorf. Corner three. It's off the rim. No good. Rebound tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Cook. So it stays with St. Anthony along the baseline.
I was about ready to just go ahead and write that three down for Waldorf, the way this night is going for him and the way he had that open look. I just figured he'd knock it down.
Inbounds for St. Anthony. They get it in the lane to Griffith. Keenan Griffith. Turnaround jumper is good. He's in double figures with 10, and it's 39-13, a 26-point advantage for St. Anthony.
Man.
Backcourt handling it is Niemerg. Leaves it with Bonoff ahead to Cook. Cook in the corner to Eisnagel. Eisnagel saw the double team coming, worked out of it, got it to Bonoff. Bonoff to Brock Niemerg. Right wing three. He's going to leave that short. The rebound hits Freddie Jansen's hand and comes off out of bounds. He'll stay with Dieterich along the sideline. Right in front of Jason Dunaway, who's got to maneuver the legs to get out of the way of the inbounder. They flip it out top to Bonoff, back to Niemerg. Brock into the lane, almost lost the handle, and now he does. Waldorf gets the strip. He's racing to the other side. Left-hand layup, good. Miles Waldorf converts on Dietrich's third turnover of the third quarter, and it's 41-13 halfway through this third period. Dietrich got it to Brock Niemerg in the middle. Now to Cook right side. Back out top to Bonoff. Bonoff rips the ball away from Waldorf, who tried to tie him up. Got it underneath to Brock Niemerg. Spins on the post. Shot from the left side, no good. Brock Niemerg tried to grab the rebound and got fouled from behind as
Freddie Jansen, I think, is going to get it. Yeah, Freddie had him in a bear hug by the time that was all said and done.
So, checking into the ball game will be Blake Verdine as Jansen has a seat. Also now Dietrich will send Alex Schottman onto the court. He'll replace Gavin Niemerg for the Moving Maroons.
And that was the third foul for Jansen. That's why he has a seat. 2 team fouls for the Bulldogs here. But boy, aggressive mistakes and fouls. You'll take it the way things are going for St. Anthony tonight.
3:47 on the clock. Dietrich works an inbound. Tried to get it to Cook. Cook couldn't handle the pass on the left or on the right block. It's taken away by Verdine, who ran it up court. And then a reach and a foul against Dietrich right at the center circle.
Brock Niemerg picks up his second. Dietrich up to 14 fouls in the period. Still 3:43 left to go in this third quarter.
Inbound to backcourt to Verdine. Verdine calls out the play against Dietrich's man-to-man. Got it to Waldorf. Niemerg almost got a steal, but Waldorf controls, takes it into the lane, spins for a shot. It's blocked by Eisnagel. Loose ball rebound grabbed by Cook, and then a whistle, and we'll have to sort it out. It looks like it's a St. Anthony foul.
Yes. Still waiting to see Johnny Ganaway. Is that who got it? Yeah, Johnny's got 3.
So with 3:30 to play in the third, Dietrich will bring the ball up court, trailing 41-13. Crossing the timeline is Brock Niemerg. Takes it to the right side, leaves it with Cook. Cook to the baseline, rises on a jumper from 15, left it short. He tapped his own rebound to himself, and as he grabbed the ball right on the block, he was pushed from behind by Ganaway, and that's going to be his 4th.
That's Johnny. 4 for him, 4 for the Bulldogs this quarter. And Gabe Lumen going to replace him in the lineup.
So, Dietrich will inbound from the baseline. Brock Niemerg will have the honors as he fires at the Cook. Cook double teamed as soon as he caught it. Got it to Schottman. Schottman into the lane. Now kicks it out to Eisnagel. A corner 3. It's good. Jackson Eisnagel has 3 points in the ball game, and it's 41-16.
Well, 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Jackson Eisnagel is the first person besides Brock Niemerg to score in this game for Dietrich.
Griffith gets it over to Laritzen, left wing. That's an amazing stat. Out crazy to Lumen. They work it to Waldorf. Now to Laritzen on the right block. He moves out towards the corner. Now starts the back end. Brock Niemerg came to help, knocked it away. It's out of bounds, though, off of Dietrich. 2:41 on the clock. 41-16. St. Anthony will inbound from the baseline right in front of their cheerleaders. They throw it out top to Lumen. Back to Keenan Griffith. Griffith backs it out on the right side. Now works in against Bonoff. Hands it off to Waldorf on the wing. Around to Verdine. To Laritzen. To the cutter. Waldorf inside. Wide open layup. Waldorf connects. He has 20. And the lead now is 43-16. Dieterich works it to Brock Niemerg. He's on the left side as he tries to split his way through a double team. There's another reach and a foul. That's the only thing that's starting to become a little bit of an issue for St. Anthony is that they are fouling, and it sends Niemerg to the line.
Thing is, they didn't really have anybody in foul trouble from the first half, so they do have 5 team fouls now, and Niemerg goes to the free throw line off of Waldorf's first. But, yeah, I mean, that's about it.
You're getting pretty nitpicky.
That is exactly right.
That free throw is good for Brock Niemerg. He has 14. The 2:19 to play in the third quarter, and we've got a lane violation as Ezra Cook just wandered inside the three-point arc from out top. And
it's been that kind of night for Dieterich.
So that goes in the book as a turnover.
Turnover, and Niemerg doesn't get that second free throw opportunity.
Verdine takes the inbounds pass. He's picked up by Alex Schottman as he crosses the timeline on the left side of the court, brought it towards the top of the key, now leaves it with Griffith out top. Back to Verdine. Verdine now over to Waldorf, looks for the cutter. It's Griffith inside. Shot fake. Defender went flying by. Griffith misses it from the right side, and the rebound to the left side for Eisnagel.
Went flying over.
Dieterich gets it back out to Brock Niemerg. His top of the key three was blocked by Verdine, and the rebound in the middle of the lane comes to Laritzen. They push it up court. Waldorf has it in the corner. Got it back out to Laritzen right wing, to Lumen. Around they go to Verdine on the left side. Top of the key, Waldorf. He crosses over. Caught a screen from Lumen, but Lumen just kind of kept moving and holding the defender behind him.
Yeah, dancing screen there. He was kind of doing the do-si-do with his man there and finally got the foul called against him. That's up to 3 fouls for Lumen.
That position has a lot of fouls now.
Yes, it does.
So with 1:30 on the clock, Dieterich crosses the timeline with Brock Niemerg, draws the crowd, gets it in the corner to Eisnagel, but the pass was a little soft, so Eisnagel had to reach for it. Left it with Bonoff as Bonoff circled it in towards the left baseline. He got fouled as the aggressive defense from St. Anthony has been paying off and keeping Dieterich off the board, but it is sending him to the free throw line, and we're going to see a couple of subs here for St. Anthony after this first free throw from Bonoff.
They mostly give us, but it is taking us away a little bit right here, although Bonoff doesn't convert on the first free throw.
Cooper Sahe will come in for the first time. He replaces Gabe Lumen. Also having a seat is Miles Waldorf, and in for the first time is Alex Meyer, 5'11 junior in Meyer, and Sahe, the 6'4 sophomore. Bonoff, sophomore himself, puts this free throw up, and he misses it off the side of the rim. Griffith saves it into Sahe, and now Sahe is trapped, and the ball's taken away by Bonoff. He turns, puts a shot off the glass. It's too strong. Rebound on the floor. Laritzen has it, and then he's immediately tied off by Eisnagel. With 1:12 on the clock in the third quarter, it will stay with Dieterich.
And St. Anthony's got 8 fouls this quarter. So, yeah, I mean, again, thing is that style of play is what got them to 43-17 as the third quarter is winding down. So you can't really complain about it if you're Cody Rinker, but you do want to see a taper off a bit.
Inbounds to Bonoff. Back in the corner to Brock Niemerg. He fires up a three and he buries it. He has 17, and it's 43-20 with a minute left on the clock. St. Anthony with the ball and the lead. Griffith out top. Double team, got it to Meyer. Nice look underneath to Cooper Sahe as St. Anthony went to trap. Dieterich went to trap. St. Anthony passed out of it and got Sahe the bucket under the basket.
2 guys just in the game, and they go out there and run one for each other as if they've been going through it all night.
Bonoff, top of the key, hands it off to Alex Schottman. Schottman back out top to Bryce Bonoff. 33 seconds to play in the third. Working against Verdine, sends it over to Brock Niemerg. Right wing three, no good. Weak side rebound. Schottman had a chance with it, but he was tangled up. Couldn't get it under control as he and Laritzen battled for the board, and it's out of bounds off of Dieterich.
And some of the fans in the front row in the corner there and the second row get a chance to get up close and personal with the player.
45-20 as St. Anthony crosses the timeline. 15 seconds to play in the third. Griffith has it, gets it out to Sahe, and as a screen was set by Laritzen on the sideline, Dieterich, frustration showing, pushes through it.
And that's free throws. They're over the limit. So that one's going to go against Bryce Bonoff, his second, and it's going to send Aiden Laritzen to the free throw line.
So with 12.8 seconds on the clock, Laritzen one of the two seniors on this St. Anthony roster. That's the other thing to keep in mind. Yes, they're going to miss their seniors. They've got a lot of kids getting a lot of valuable experience this season as Laritzen's free throws off the side of the rim, no good. So it remains a 25-point lead here in the third quarter for St. Anthony. They've led by as many as 28. This free throw is up. It's off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound tracked down by Schottman, who came to get it. He hustles it back the other way, takes it up the right or left side, got to the basket, ball got stripped. It's loose on the floor. 4.5 seconds left. They've got a tie-up with Bonoff and Keenan Griffith, the last to come off the floor, and that will give it over to St. Anthony.
That's going to be 6 turnovers for Dieterich in the quarter, so they're up to 13 for the game. St. Anthony's got 3.
Katie Lurkin filling in for the 6th. Peggy Beaker here at Altamont High School mops up the floor.
I noticed Peggy was not having much voice left by the end of the night last night.
So we wish her the best. Hopefully she can be back tomorrow. Inbounds to Griffith. He brings it up the right side. Got to the half-court line. Launched a shot that stuck between the backboard and the rim, as that was awfully close again at the buzzer from half-court, but didn't go for St. Anthony. But they lead 45-20 as we head to the final quarter of this semifinal matchup. You're listening to the NTC tournament on Classic Hits 97.9 XFM.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a vehicle that works for you. Check out Northside Ford's selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs today. It's NTC Tourney Week, and Tingley Insurance in downtown Effingham wishes players fast breaks, jump shots, and lots of rebounds. Tingley Insurance, a proud supporter of high school basketball.
Spring registration is underway at Lakeland College. Apply today and prepare for a career or gain a new skill. Flexible schedules with in-person and online classes. Lakeland College. Education that fits your life.
VP Fire and Security wishes all the schools good luck at the tournament. Let us help keep your family safe and your business protected by providing a customized fire and security system. Play hard, stay safe.
45-20 as we head to the fourth quarter. It's Dieterich ball. They inbound to Brock Niemerg. He looks in the corner to Eisnagel. Nagel works around one man. Eisnagel gets into the lane, puts the shot up right at the bucket, and that's Jackson Eisnagel with his 5th point of the night, makes it 45-22. St. Anthony with the ball and the lead as 3 guarding 3 out there, as Waldorf got rid of it to Laritzen around to Griffith. Griffith left side, got it out top to Freddie Jansen back out there. To Griffith underneath, to Waldorf on the wing. Fakes, now drives in. Help defense, commits the foul as Miles Waldorf will head to the free throw line. I'll let Dustin tell us about the third quarter stat.
Well, more of the same for St. Anthony. 6 of 12 from the field, 2 out of 4 at the line. Missed its only 3-pointer, but limited Dieterich to 2 of 11 shooting. Dieterich made 3 out of 5 free throws, 2 out of 6 from 3-point range. Ruben Maroons had a 9-6 rebounding edge, but turned it over 6 times to St. Anthony's 1. As Waldorf shows that he is human a little bit there, and this is the first of 2 free throws.
By the way, Dustin, the foul was on Gavin Meinhardt.
Okay, that is his first.
So with 7:29 on the clock, the next one from Waldorf is short as well. Rebound to Bonoff of Dieterich. He runs it up the right side, takes it towards the block. He just fell down with it, and that's going to be a travel. As either way, it was going to be out of bounds off of him. If it wasn't the travel, it's the first turnover for Dieterich this quarter. Laritzen flips it into Waldorf. He's matched up with Schottman, got around him, gets it up court, looks underneath for Ganaway, puts up a tough shot as Dieterich closed on him, and the rebound off the heel of the rim goes to Jackson Eisnagel. Schottman in a hurry, spins, leaves it with Bonoff. He steps back for the corner 3, and Bryce Bonoff buried that, making it 45-25 with 7 minutes to play in the ball game. So it was 28, it's down to 20. The time, a big factor as well here, with just under 7 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. St. Anthony works it to Ganaway. He works it across the top of the key and leaves it with Laritzen on the left wing. He brings it out top, now finds Waldorf, right side of the top of the key to Griffith. Griffith on the wing, bounces it out top to Jansen, to Ganaway. Ganaway to Laritzen. Laritzen puts it on the floor, on the right wing now. as he flips it out top to Waldorf. He'll fire the three from the top of the key. He buries it. He has 23 tonight, and it's 48-25 with 6:20 on the fourth quarter clock. Quick answer from Brock Niemerg. He fires a three from the right side of the top of the key. It's off the rim, no good, and Jansen secures the rebound for St. Anthony. Griffith brings it across the timeline, hands it to Ganaway. Ganaway bounces it across to Waldorf to Larison. Out top they go. Jansen down the lane, finds Keenan Griffith for a left corner three, and he hits that. Keenan Griffith with 13 makes it 51-25. The lead is pushed back to 26 for St. Anthony.
We're going to flirt with a running clock here in this semifinal.
5:47 on the clock. Bonoff comes around the screen. He fires a three. It's no good at the top of the key. Rebound. Shotman in the middle of the lane. Hands it to Bonoff. Bonoff goes into the paint. Leaves it with Shotman for a wing three. And Alex Shotman knocks that one down. The 5'7" sophomore has his first point. Makes it 51-28. 5:25 on the clock as Ganaway hands it to Larison across the Waldorf right side in the corner to Griffith. Griffith back out top to Jansen. Ready hold. Now leaves it with Ganaway, left wing. Now to Larison. Top of the key three for Aiden. It looks good, but rimmed out, no good. Boy, it was online. It just rattled out. The rebound to Brock Niemer. He brings it up the middle of the court. Now looks to Eisnagel. He's on the left side. Jump stop in the lane. Flips up the shot. It's good. Jackson Eisnagel with 7. Makes it 51-30. Back down to a 21-point advantage for St. Anthony as they have the ball under 5 minutes to play. Waldorf thought about a pass, thought better of it as the defender flashed out in front. Now works it around. Larison to Griffith. Now to Ganaway. Ganaway in the corner. Flips it out top to Jansen to Waldorf right side. He works to the free throw lane, but he's cut off by Shotman, so he sends it out to Larison. Larison trying to work a little screen and roll with Jansen. Pass was challenged by Shotman, but Jansen wrestled it away and sent it back to Larison, who got it to Griffith. Now to Waldorf, right side to Ganaway. They bounce it out top to Jansen, left wing. They've got it with Larison to Griffith. Griffith to Waldorf down in the corner, cut off, back to Griffith. Keenan's three is short. Freddie Jansen-Reddick grabbed the rebound, but he's under the basket. Got a pass to Larison. Larison tried to get a shot up over two Dieterich players and hits the floor hard as Aiden Larison is going to go to the line for a couple of free throws.
That will be a foul for Alex Shotman. That's his first for Dieterich. Second team foul for the move in Maroons. And Aiden Larison going to go back to the free throw line. He was 1 for 3 tonight, 1 for 4 now.
That free throw was short. Dietrich's going to make a substitution. Shotman's out. Cook is back in for the moving Maroons. Halfway through this fourth quarter. Larison with another opportunity to add to the lead, though, for St. Anthony. Free throw is up. It is good. Larison connects. He has 6 now in the ball game, and it's 52-30 as there's 4 minutes showing on the clock. Brock Niemer tried to find Gavin Meinhardt on the block. The pass was tipped by St. Anthony, and it's out of bounds to Dietrich. Brock Niemer just tried to slip that down there, and St. Anthony noticed. Inbounds to the wing to Cook. Cook brings it out to the center circle, looks for Meinhardt. Long two from that wing. It's no good. Rebound short to Ganaway, ahead to Larison. Larison drives to the layup. It's good. Aiden Larison with 8 makes it 54-30 with 3:40 on the fourth quarter clock. Brock Niemer to the left wing. Gets it to Gavin Meinhardt in the block. He looks for the cutter. That's Eisnagel down the lane. Shot no good. And a blocking foul is whistled against Ganaway. And it will send Eisnagel to the charity stripe.
Going to be it for Ganaway, I think. Looking at this, yeah, he's got 5 fouls. He picks up the blocking foul there. He's going to exit this game with 4 points with 7 rebounds and 4 assists. And Gabe Lumen gets back into the fray.
So Eisnagel will go to the stripe. 3:33 to play in the fourth quarter. St. Anthony leading by 24. Eisnagel's free throw is off the mark. Gavin Meinhardt came to him, offered some encouragement. Now the senior from Dietrich's ready for his second one. And it's on the way. It's good. So Eisnagel splits the pair. He has 8 tonight, and it's 54-31. Dieterich's not giving up. Full court man-to-man, but the inbounds to Jansen. They backed off of him. Then at the timeline, he threw it back to Dieterich's free throw line for Griffith. He brings it across the timeline. They work it over on the left side. Lauritzen has it now. Stops, pops. Jumper from 12, left it short. Rebound, Ezra Cook for Dieterich. 3:13 on the fourth quarter clock. He got it ahead to Brock Niemerg. Into the lane, faked the shot, got bumped, shots up, it rattles out, no good. But a foul's whistled, and Brock Niemerg has worked hard all night long, goes back to the free throw line.
Freddie Jansen picks up his fourth personal. He just got turned around there, and then Niemerg able to use his lack of balance to go into him and get that foul called. And boy, Brock misses that first free throw, left it a little bit short. He's been working his tail off tonight. You could excuse him for being a little worn out right now.
Remember, he busted his chin the other night. Coach thought he was headed to get stitches. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't have some under that Band-Aid. Free throw this time is up and good, so he splits the pair. He has 18. St. Anthony is running with Keenan Griffith, Aiden Lauritzen, Blake Verdine, Gabe Lumen, and Cooper Sahe. Sahe has it left side. Under 3 minutes to play to Lauritzen. Out top to Lumen. They swing it to Verdine. Verdine back out top to Griffith. Griffith double team, looks inside for Lumen. Throw it high. Lumen's able to catch, works to the left side, and puts it up and in.
I haven't seen Lumen look this confident in a while.
56-32 with 2:40 on the clock. Brock Niemerg goes on the attack, sweeps into the lane. Verdine and Lumen were there. I think it's Verdine, but we'll let the official let us know.
It is Verdine. First for him, third team foul for the Bulldogs. So a couple more free throws for Niemerg, who's shot a bunch of them. He's going to have 15 free throws shot by the time this trip is done.
Free throw up, hits the front of the rim, the backboard, and drops through for Brock Niemerg. He has 19 of the 33 for Dieterich tonight.
I guess I shouldn't assume those two since he already had one taken away from him for the violation earlier in the half.
He does get the second one up and in. He has 20, and it's 56-34, a 22-point edge for St. Anthony with 2:30 to play. They're going to move to the championship and take on Altamont tomorrow night at 7:30. Those familiar foes will battle it out once again for this tournament championship.
There might be a few people in here tomorrow night.
Lumen hands it to Verdine. Verdine down the right side of the lane, flips it back to Lumen at the basket. Lumen catches and puts it up on the left side. He has 8, and the screen and roll works out pretty good. 58-34 with 2:10 on the clock. Bonoff splits his way into the lane, leaves it on the wing with Brock Niemerg. He drives the baseline, wanted to hook a pass into Meinhardt. It was knocked loose. Brock Niemerg going to pick it up and put it up and in right under the basket on the left side.
Kind of passed it to himself in a way, sort of, roundabout way. 3 other people touched it before he got it back.
St. Anthony across the timeline to Sahe to Verdine. Verdine works it across the right side to the right side. Now back to the left to Sahe. In the corner to Griffith. Griffith spins against the defender. Kicks it out to Sahe. Left corner 3. Of course. Cooper Sahe knocks it down. He has 5 off the bench tonight, and it's 61-36 with 1:25 on the clock. Brock Niemerg, a nice look to Gavin Meinhardt underneath. Meinhardt got his shot blocked, though. But Brock Niemerg grabbed the loose ball rebound. He had a knee on the floor, though, and he stood up with it, so that's going to be a travel.
Well, you got to give Niemerg the rebound to give him the travel. Lumen blocked that shot. Now Dieterich going to call off the Dogs. They've got 5 new players out on the floor.
We'll let you know. On the floor is Ben Schottman, number 5, joined by Gavin Niemerg, number 2. Back into the game is Gavin French as well. Carson Baxter, number 31, makes his first appearance, and also Hugo Iffert in the ball game for the first time for Dieterich. St. Anthony's made some subs as Verdine has it out top. Gets a screen from Lumen. Skips it over on the side to Will Bierman. Back out top to Alex Meyer. They work it around the perimeter. Under a minute to play. They get it top of the key to Lumen. Lumen puts the dribble down and finds Will Bierman on the right side. Down to Cooper Sahe in the corner. Out top to Meyer. Over to Verdine. Out top to Lumen. Lumen moves to the top of the key. Gets it into the corner to Meyer. Meyer from the left corner. Uses the right-hand dribble to get into the lane. Draw off the crowd. Kicks it out to Bierman. 33 seconds on the clock, and St. Anthony continues to work the ball and work the clock. As they swing it around the perimeter, Bierman has it left side, out top Lumen. Lumen guarded by Baxter. He hands it off to Sahi. Sahi works the pick and roll with Lumen. Lumen headed towards the basket, got tied up by a couple of Dieterich defenders. Possession arrow keeps it with St. Anthony with 17.4 seconds left in this one.
It feels weird to say it, but 61-36, if that does end up being your final, even a little closer than this game ever really felt. I don't know. It was St. Anthony's from the get-go.
They work it into Sahi, out top to Bierman. Bierman hands it off to Verdine. Looks like Dieterich is going to back off the defense a little bit now and allow Verdine just to dribble it out. It is going to be the final score. St. Anthony 61, Dieterich 36. St. Anthony moves into the championship game of the National Trail Conference Tournament tomorrow night against Altamont. That game will begin at 7:30. Our pregame show at 7:15. That comes after a session of 3 games that begins at 11:30 tomorrow morning. We'll run through the schedule. We'll get you your St. Anthony ticket information as far as ticket sales for the championship game. We'll have Dustin stats. We'll have chats with the coaches and scores from the area, all on a busy post-game show. Brought to you by Dustin Sons Auto Supplies. It's coming up in 2 minutes on Classic Hit 97.9 XFM.
Come see all the new and exciting Chevrolet and Toyota vehicles here at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or shop and buy 24/7 at danheck.com.
For over 30 years, SPS has been providing care to the surrounding area. Specializing in around-the-clock and hourly care, we focus on in-home and nursing home care. Call Mitchell or Sherry today at 217-690-3240.
Good luck to all our area teams. From Air Evac 28 of Effingham, when seconds count, we're proud to stand with our community, committed to bringing life-saving emergency critical care transport to rural Americans. Stay safe and play hard.
Since 1937, Geckner Brothers has been proud to support local and area teams, and that continues with this year's NTC tournament. Best of Success area teams from the family at Geckner.
Life's little moments just got sweeter with cashback checking from Washington Savings Bank. Earn cash back on everyday debit card purchases because treating yourself or your loved ones should be easy.
Cold outside? At McMahon Meats, we have a convenient drive-up window so you can stay in your warm car while we do the shopping. Call ahead at 217-813-6054. Good luck, area teams, in the tournament.
Hi, this is Kathy from Barlow Lock and Security. Secure your home or business with a customized system from us. Good luck, area teams, in the tournament.
The attorneys and staff of Taylor Law Offices welcome the teams and players to the National Trail Conference Boys Basketball Tournament. Taylor Law Offices hopes that everyone enjoys the competition.
Dustin Son Auto Supplies Postgame Show, serving the area since 1929.
Welcome back to Altamont as we move to the post-game show after St. Anthony picked up an impressive victory over Dieterich. Final score, 61-36. We have the St. Anthony ticket sales information as tickets will be sold from 9 to 11 tomorrow in the high school lobby at St. Anthony. If there's any remaining tickets, they will be turned back to Altamont, and any unsold tickets will be available for sale at the door here in Altamont. As, again, St. Anthony ticket sales will be from 9 to 11 tomorrow at the high school lobby. All remaining tickets will be returned to Altamont, and those unsold tickets will be available for sale at the door tomorrow here in Altamont. And again, doors will open for the championship game at 6:45 tomorrow night, with the championship game set to tip off at 7:30, and we'll have the pregame show for you around 7:15. Keep in mind, they recognize scholar athletes during the halftime show. They'll also give away all tournament team members after the championship game wraps up tomorrow night. So a busy night at Altamont tomorrow night, and a busy day as well, as we have the schedule set for you now. As earlier tonight, it was a victory for Windsor Stew Straws over South Central, 76-42. So Windsor Stew Straws will battle North Clay in the Consolation Championship game. first game will be the 7th place game between Neoga and South Central. That gets underway at 11:30. We'll go on the air around 11:20 with the pregame show. Follow that up with that consolation championship between North Clay and Windsor Sioux Strongs, and that'll lead us into the 3rd place game between Cumberland and Dieterich at approximately 2:30. After that game is over, they'll clear the gymnasium, and the doors will open back up at 6:45 for the championship between Altamont and St. Anthony. Our pregame show probably around 7:15 with the tip-off slated for 7:30 for the championship between the Indians and the Bulldogs. Dustin's been working on some stats. I believe he's got some team numbers ready for us. Yep. So let's take a look at them.
Find where I put them. Okay, St. Anthony wins this game shooting 54% from the field, 54.3% to be exact, 25 of 46, 4 out of 9 at the free throw line. That's 44.4%. And they were an even 50% from beyond the arc, 7 of 14. Dieterich, 9 of 37 from the field for 24.3%. They hit 7 of 20 in the second half, which felt like you could hear the Angels singing for them compared to a 2 out of 17 first half. The boy, 9 out of 37, under 25%. That's tough. 13 of 19 from the free throw line, 68.4% there. And 5 of 17 from three-point range, 29.4%. Rebounding, believe it or not, actually favored Dieterich tonight, 28-25, but the turnovers did not. St. Anthony turned it over 3 times tonight. Clean slate in the first quarter, clean slate in the fourth quarter, and they forced 15 Dieterich turnovers, so plus 12 on that turnover margin. Big part of what St. Anthony did tonight had to do with their defense. They get the big win, and those are your team numbers. I'll get you some individual stats after a little while.
We'll take a break. We'll be back with Coach Cody Rinker of the St. Anthony Bulldogs. We hope to catch Brett Bonoff as well as we take a break after St. Anthony picked up the victory tonight over Dieterich and moved to the championship game. And you heard it here on Classic Hits 97.9 XFM.
The attorneys and staff of Taylor Law Offices welcome the teams and players to the National Trail Conference Boys Basketball Tournament. Taylor Law Offices hopes that everyone enjoys the competition.
Get ready for tournament time. Teutopolis State Bank is proud to support local basketball and our hometown teams. With convenient locations in Effingham, Teutopolis, and Sigel, we're cheering with you every step of the way. Teutopolis State Bank, equal housing lender and member FDIC. Good luck, teams.
Every pass, every play, every moment. Powered by speed you can trust. American Fiber Network, your local internet service provider. Proudly supporting area schools and wishing all the teams the best of luck this week. Call them today, 217-367-1578.
While the action heats up on the court, take a charge against pests driving into your home. Arab Termite and Pest Control keeps the defense up to protect your investment from any unwanted pests all season long. See a bug? Call Arab. Protecting your home is all.
Where Coach Cody Rinker has joined us for the post-game interview. And, Coach, boy, what an impressive ball game, especially the start to this one for your Bulldogs.
Yeah, I thought our guys came out really locked in, really focused, and did a really good job of kind of imposing their will from the get-go, which is something we talked about, getting out to a hot start and making sure that, we gave ourselves a chance to really hang in there. And obviously it went better than that, but that was kind of the mission, was just to get out there and get going early and well and get comfortable, and we did that.
And, kind of showing being comfortable was the fact that you guys really took care of the ball. I believe Dustin had you with 3 total turnovers in this ball game. That is an impressive number, especially with the tempo that you guys put into place at times.
Yep. Yeah, I thought our guys do a good job of passing and catching. They're doing a much better job here sharing the ball and seeing, and just, when the guy's open, you pass it. And we're making harder cuts, and we're screening them well. So, and we're being quick without being in a hurry, and that's what's leading to some of that. So, and obviously Keenan and Miles and Aiden are doing a good job there, especially early on in the game of taking care of it and making sure we get quality looks.
And you mentioned the quality looks, but it seems to start with the defense, and you get help there from Freddie Jansen, who's back in the lineup after being ill earlier in this week, and Cooper Sahe back as well for some minutes off the bench. And Johnny Ganaway, between Jansen and Ganaway tonight, they had 4 points. But boy, there were so much more than that.
So much. I mean, our guy had Johnny with 8 boards. I don't know how many Freddie had. But what they do, like I said, and even that, even off the stat sheet, is where they come into more play with their length, their ability to not always block shots, but just hurt shots. I guess we say move shots, or their ability to change shots whenever they're down there, whatever word I'm trying to find in my head here. But they're doing a great job of that, walling up tonight, and then carrying themselves on the glass, and then they can dribble enough where they can get it out of trouble if they need to and find their passes. And offensively, they're good passers as well. So, yeah, those two guys that they're bringing to the table right now is really, really nice.
Dustin commented during the game, and I felt it as well. Gabe Lumen looked as confident and as comfortable as we've seen him look in a while. And if he can be a weapon coming off your bench, what an advantage that gives you.
Absolutely. I mean, like you said, in the lineup, out of the lineup, didn't play, does play. I feel like right now he's understanding if I get a few fouls, no big deal, which allows him to play a little freer. It allows him to move a little quicker, anticipate a little better. And then when he gets the ball down low, I mean, he's a load. We've seen that in JV. I think the JV minutes have really helped him to get some confidence there as well. Really proud of how Gabe has stuck with it and the contributions he gave us tonight.
And again, Blake Burdine, coming off the bench, taking care of the ball, got a lot of knockaways, got a lot of, opportunities created for others.
Yeah. I mean, you think about that. I mean, that's a freshman coming into this ball game. I know he's played, and he almost a sophomore now at this point of the season, but he really helps take care of the ball, too. I mean, you think about the 3 turnovers, and a freshman comes in, and we only have 3, even with him as one of our primary ball handlers. So, yeah, Blake does a really good job of playing his role, knowing what that role is, and executing the job that he did.
Now it's going to be a big job and a quick turnaround as you come back tomorrow night to take on an Altamont team that you haven't faced yet this season.
Right.
And that is really playing some good basketball in the last few weeks, and kind of like St. Anthony has been on the upswing here lately.
Yeah, I mean, John always has his teams ready to go. I mean, they always play so hard. They execute what their game plan is and what they're trying to do. They rebound the ball, offensively very well. We've got to be ready for that. It'll be a fun contest one way or another. I mean, we're looking forward to it. We're never, always appreciate and always relish the opportunity to play in the championship game here. I mean, Altamont's good. So they didn't beat Woodlawn for no reason. They're not in this game for no reason. They do an excellent job of what they do, and we're going to have to try to see how we can combat that and do a better job of what we do.
Well, I know I'm looking forward to it, Coach, and we look forward to seeing the Bulldogs battle the Indians tomorrow night in that championship.
Absolutely. Appreciate it, Matt. Thanks, guys.
That's Coach Cody Rinker. Nice enough to spend some time with us after the ball game. We see Coach Brent Bonoff also making his way toward the booth. He and Coach Rinker exchange a handshake and a pat on the back as Coach Bonoff now has made his way to us. And, Coach, I mean, St. Anthony just jumped out and got started quickly, and it just seemed like it was a hole that kept kind of building for Dieterich instead of one that you could try to climb out of in that first half.
Yeah. For whatever reason, we weren't ready to play tonight. I take some of that, quite a bit of that responsibility, but it was all of us. Brock Niemerg was the only one that I seen that had the right mindset tonight and looked like he was ready to play. I got to give a lot of credit to St. Anthony, too. We didn't have a counterpunch all night. We were just taking their blows, and we were waiting for a run, and it never happened.
Well, your club is a good team. I mean, that's what we can't lose track of here. If someone's just kind of catching our broadcast and listening in the area, Dietrich was 16-5 for a reason coming into this, and sometimes there's just nights like this. But the question now is how do you turn it around with a quick turnaround into that third-place game against a very good Cumberland team that you battled and beat at your place just, last Friday, I guess.
Right. We don't have a whole lot of time to sit and think about this game. It's on to tomorrow, so that's the good thing.
Yeah, maybe that's a good thing.
Hopefully our kids get home tonight and get some good rest and have a good mindset for tomorrow. And we talked about no blaming and none of that, so I don't see any of that happening with our team. It was a tough loss against a good team, and sometimes the other team's really good, and sometimes, we didn't bring it. So I got to give a lot of credit to them.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed, but a lot of credit goes to your Dieterich club for not giving up. They were still pressuring. They were still challenging. They were still doing what they could do, and basically they played St. Anthony and Dieterich played even in that fourth quarter, and even, got a little closer there in the second half, but it was just too much of a deficit to try to overcome against a good team.
Yeah, we used 3 timeouts early, and I was asking the coaches, I'm like, do we use another one here? I mean, maybe we should have. They came out hot, and we missed a couple shots, and then their defense was pretty relentless, and we weren't flashing to the right areas, and the big environment might have had some of our players where they weren't quite ready and knowing where to flash or how to respond to the double. We worked on it the last couple of days, but you sure couldn't tell it tonight.
Well, Coach, we look forward to seeing Dieterich bounce back with a good game tomorrow and also following the Moving Maroons for the rest of the season. And it's going to be a good one for Dieterich, for sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of season left. We're 6-1 in the conference. It's still, St. Anthony still has to play Altamont and Cumberland. We have another tough game. Two more conference games, St. Elmo and North Clay. But we can finish on a good note. And we third place game. There's a lot of good teams in this tournament. So there's only one team that can win it. So it didn't happen to be us, this year. We were hoping to get to the championship. But if we have a good outing tomorrow, I think we can walk away from this tournament feeling pretty good about ourselves.
Well, that's Coach Brent Bonoff of the Dieterich Moving Maroons. Pleasure to always chat with you. We appreciate you coming up, and good luck tomorrow in that third-place matchup.
Yes, thank you.
Coach Brent Bonoff, once again, nice enough here at Altamont to come up with a visit. And that's not always easy for the coaches due to a lot of the circumstances, especially after a game like tonight where his Moving Maroons fell to St. Anthony. St. Anthony got the 61-36 victory. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with stats from Dustin. Then we'll check scores from around the area and wrap up the post-game show here from the 90th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament. St. Anthony 61, Dieterich 36 here on Classic Hits 97.9 XFM.
Dieterich Bank is proud to be a sponsor of the NTC tournament. Good luck to all of our area teams. Dieterich Bank, live for today, bank for tomorrow, member FDIC.
Tom Henderson State Farm Insurance helps people manage the risk of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and help you realize your dreams. Contact Tom Henderson today.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a vehicle that works for you. Check out Northside Ford's selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs today. It's NTC Tourney Week, and Tingley Insurance in downtown Effingham wishes players fast breaks, jump shots, and lots of rebounds. Tingley Insurance, a proud supporter of high school basketball.
Back at Altamont, Dustin White's been working on some numbers for us as St. Anthony got the big win in this semifinal matchup over Dieterich, 61-36.
I ran through the team numbers a while back, but we'll go ahead and get you your individual statistics for this. For Dieterich, 23 points for Brock Niemerg, 4 of 12 from the field, 12 out of 15 at the free throw line. He also had 7 rebounds. He was working his tail off out there, but scored 23 of the 36 points for the Moving Maroons, and up till the 3-minute mark in that third quarter, he was the only guy who was able to put any points on the board. Jackson Eisnagel did end up with 8 tonight, 3 out of 6 from the field, made a three-pointer. He was 1 for 3 on those, 1 for 2 at the line with 4 rebounds. Then 3 points for Bryce Bonoff, 1 of 8 from the floor, 1 of 3 on his threes, 0 for 2 at the line with 2 boards, 2 assists. And then Alex Schopman got him 3 points off the bench. 1 for 2 from the field. The one make was a three-pointer, the only one he took with a couple of rebounds and a couple of assists. Gavin French 0 for 1 with an assist tonight. He didn't score. Ezra Cook didn't score tonight. He had 9 rebounds, but he was 0 for 5 from the field. He blocked a shot. I forgot to mention Bryce Bonoff had a couple of blocks as well. Gavin Niemerg 0 for 1 from the field. That was a three-pointer, while Gavin Meinhardt went 0 for 2. So both of those guys scoreless. Meinhardt did grab a rebound. Then Ben Schopman, Hugo Effort, and Carson Baxter all saw a little bit of time right there at the very end of the game. They got into the action. For St. Anthony, Miles Waldoff had a fantastic game. 23 points of his own, 10 of 14 from the field. He made 3 out of 5 three-pointers, 0 for 2 from the free throw line. So great game for him. And then double figures for Keenan Griffith, too. 13 points on 4 of 11 shooting. He made 3 three-pointers tonight, 3 for 6. Rebounds, 5 of those were on the offensive glass, and he led his team with 4 assists. Aiden Lauritzen kind of just a good all-around game for him. 3 out of 7 from the field, 2 out of 5 at the line for his 8 points. He missed a three-pointer. He was 0 for 4, or not 0 for 4. He had 4 rebounds, and he had 3 assists. He also took a charge in this game, and, of course, was very good defensively for this team as well. They all were. I mean, listen, everybody on St. Anthony played tremendous defense, first and foremost, and probably matters more than any scoring numbers that I could give you after this game. Johnny Ganaway, 2 out of 4 from the field, had 4 points tonight, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. He did foul out of the contest. He's the only player that had that happen tonight. Freddie Jansen didn't score, but just nice for them to have him on the court again after sitting out that first game with some illness. He was 0 for 2 from the field. He had 4 rebounds and 2 assists. 5 points for Cooper Sahe off the bench. He made a 2, he made a 3. He didn't miss anything. 2 for 2 for him. And speaking of not missing anything, Gabe Lumen, 4 out of 4 from the field. 8 points to go with a rebound and a blocked shot. Blake Verdine, 0 for 2, so he didn't score tonight. But he did have 3 assists and a rebound. He blocked a shot also. And then Will Bierman got some time in there. So did Alex Meyer. Actually, Alex had a really great pass in his time in the game. He got an assist for that. So he was able to get into the action. I believe, did I see Mason Storm I don't remember if I saw 41 get in there. Maybe I didn't.
I saw him get in, but maybe not. Maybe he did.
Anyway, it got a little, toward the end sometimes you don't get everything written down. But what I did get written down was 61 points for St. Anthony. They held Dieterich to 36, get the 25-point win. The Bulldogs 16-7 on the year. Dieterich 16-6, and it is St. Anthony getting to that championship game. So you're going to have at least one of those top 2 seeds in the NTC tournament championship game, which means that you still have to go back to 1979 to find a team that find a championship game that didn't feature one of the top 2 seeds. And we do thank Kurt Becker for digging that up. That's something you were actually curious about, Matt, that you asked him to find out. And listen, Kurt can find anything out when it comes to the history of this conference, and nobody has more knowledge than he does and more resources to look that stuff up. And so we appreciate all the tidbits that he's been passing along to us throughout the week.
Yes, until he's better paid, we certainly thank him for all the information that he is willing to share. Gail's going to share some scores after we take our final break of the postgame show, brought to you by Dustin Sons Auto Supplies, as St. Anthony picks up the win tonight, 61-36, after a victory earlier this evening by Windsor Sioux Straws over South Central, 76-42. We'll be back in 90 seconds on Classic Hits 97.9 XFM.
Every damn beat here, your favorite.
Spring registration is underway at Lakeland College. Apply today and prepare for a career or gain a new skill. Flexible schedules with in-person and online classes. Lakeland College. Education that fits your life.
VP Fire and Security wishes all the schools good luck at the tournament. Let us help keep your family safe and your business protected by providing a customized fire and security system. Play hard, stay safe.
Come see all the new and exciting Chevrolet and Toyota vehicles here at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or shop and buy 24/7 at danheck.com.
For over 30 years, SPS has been providing care to the surrounding area. Specializing in around-the-clock and hourly care, we focus on in-home and nursing home care. Call Mitchell or Sherry today at 217.
Good luck to all our area teams. From Air Evac 28 of Effingham, when seconds count, we're proud to stand with our community, committed to bringing life-saving emergency critical care transport to rural Americans. Stay safe and play hard.
Since 1937, Geckner Brothers has been proud to support local and area teams, and that continues with this year's NTC tournament. Best of Success area teams from the family at Geckner Brothers.
Life's little moments just got sweeter with cashback checking from Washington Savings Bank. Earn cash back on everyday debit card purchases, because treating yourself or your loved ones should be easy.
All right, let's go through your scores for this evening. In a non-conference play, Effingham defeated Charleston 53-46. Teutopolis defeated Breeze Mater Dei this evening 64-50. And tonight we also saw Mattoon with a win over Mount Zion 72-49. In the Little Illini Conference Tournament at Robinson, I still don't have a final on the championship game, but I do know the third place game was taken by Marshall. It was Marshall over Mount Carmel, 55-48. In junior high boys basketball action, Class 8 3A, Robinson Nettle Regional, Teutopolis is your champion. They defeated Robinson Nettle tonight. It was T-Town 38, Robinson Nettle 31. And those are the scores that I have tonight. Let's send it back out to Altamont, and Matt and Dustin can wrap things up.
Thank you very much, Gail. We appreciate your effort back at the studios as always this week, as well as Caleb and Liz doing a great job with the video streaming. As they said, we were over 600 viewers again tonight, and we assume that more than one person is watching at a time. So it's probably in the thousands when you really settle it out.
Yeah, I mean, maybe tens of thousands, really.
Could be. Could be.
Hard to say.
Could be indeed. But we had a big night of basketball tonight with two games. Windsor Stew Straws picked up the victory over South Central, 76-42. And then St. Anthony, a big win over Dieterich, 61-36. So our final day is set. We always say the teams have a quick turnaround. Well, we do as well. It'll be an 11:20 pregame show for the 11:30 start of the seventh-place game between South Central and Neoga, followed up by the Consolation Championship with North Clay and Windsor Stew Straws. That'll lead us right into the third-place matchup between Cumberland and Dieterich. The gym will be cleared as championship game will begin at 7:30. Doors will open at 6:45 at Altamont, as it's Altamont and St. Anthony. And again, our pregame show at 7:15 tomorrow night for the 90th annual NTC Tournament Championship game between Altamont and St. Anthony. Once again, for St. Anthony fans, ticket sales will be from 9 to 11 tomorrow in the high school lobby. Any remaining tickets will be turned back to Altamont, and those tickets will be available for sale at the door at Altamont. And there is always a section of tickets that are for sale at the door here at Altamont. You could possibly pick them up during the morning into the afternoon session, or possibly get in line and grab some tickets tomorrow night for the NTC Championship game between Altamont and St. Anthony.
I wouldn't take them for granted, though. I think that there's going to be plenty of intrigue. Anytime the host team gets to play in the championship game, you know you're going to have an excellent crowd. And St. Anthony showed out well tonight. I imagine Saturday night championship game is going to bring plenty more. And then, again, folks from all over the area just like to come out. The kids getting their scholarships and stuff like that at halftime. You'll have some of them here. It's a great atmosphere. I love it. It's going to be so much fun. And it ought to be a good ball game, which is, of course, the centerpiece of it. And I think that's all really needs to be said. We're going to wrap it up, and it's been another good installment of the tournament so far.
That's Dustin White for Liz and Caleb. For Gail back at the studios, I'm Matt Robinson. Join us tomorrow for 4 games from the National Trail Conference Tournament as we wrap it up here on Classic Hits 97.9 XFM.